Hey everyone, welcome to the channel and to another Leo specific reading. I hope you're all doing well. So we're going to jump in and see what you need to know at the time of this reading. Please bear in mind it's general and it's timeless, so this can pertain to events that have already transpired or things that are about to happen. This could also be happening currently as we speak, so you do use your discernment. You may want to watch this back at a later date as well to see if it truly resonated for you, if this is pertaining to future events, okay? So, Leo, let's take a look and see what it is you guys need to know at the time of you watching this reading. Okay, so you have the High Priestess, Pisces energy, the Eight of Wands in reverse. We have the Three of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, Virgo energy. We have the Star here, Aquarius energy, the Queen of Swords, Libra energy, the Nine of Wands in reverse, and we have the Magician, Gemini, with the Seven of Swords in reverse. And on the bottom deck we have the Hermit in reverse, Virgo energy. Strong Virgo here, okay? But yeah, essentially, what I'm getting, Leo, is that you're finally starting to use your intuition more, okay? Some of you guys are actually currently going through a significant spiritual awakening. So if that's the case, congratulations. I know those are never easy, okay? Especially if this is like your first major awakening. Yeah, it can be very, very rocky. It's not easy to go through a significant paradigm shift where everything you once knew or thought you knew, you're realizing couldn't be any further from the truth, okay? And that, you know, a lot of real truths, right, were hidden in plain sight, okay? So there's a lot of things you're uncovering about the universe, yourself, the true nature of things, okay? Your place in the universe, you know, what we truly are, you know, on a spiritual level, things of that nature, okay? So you're tapping into the metaphysical state of things at this time is what I'm getting, okay? I feel like whatever karmic cycles you've been in, that has given you some I would say otherworldly knowledge as well, okay? You may also be more attuned and aware to psychic attacks, okay? You may be picking up on negative energies a lot more is what I'm getting. So you're starting to sense when people are sending you like evil eye, when there's bad energies being sent towards you, okay? Things like that is what I'm getting. Also, you may know that there may be a certain group of people, especially if you've been, say if you've been starting to work with a high priestess, or, you know, if you've been working with some kind of spiritual healer, a guide, a Reiki healer, you know, someone that may do divination, or, you know, someone who could be a medium, okay, with this energy here, especially with the Queen of Swords. There could be someone that's giving you information, truths about a situation, okay? You may be realizing that there's a group of people that have been sending you a lot of evil eye, a lot of bad energy, okay? People that have been trying to psychically attack you, spiritually attack you, attack your character, attack the fact that you are a spiritual person, okay? That's possible. It could be that these people are attacking your mentor, okay? Because they feel like they're getting you involved with something nefarious, you know. So say, especially if you're in a community that's religious or something like that, they may not like the fact that you're spiritual, okay? And especially if you're working with anyone that's like a teacher, yeah, they may have a lot of bad things to say about this teacher because they feel like it's, you know, it's evil, because it's, you know, essentially working with spiritual practices and not necessarily just following religious doctrines. So it could be something like that, okay? But I feel like people are giving unwarranted opinion about things as well, okay, when it comes to spirituality. And you may be in an energy where you're starting to get really fed up of having to deal with people like this, giving you unsolicited advice, okay? You may be realizing as well that these people are actually projecting a lot of negative energy, and they don't want to see you grow. They don't want to see you ascend. They don't want to see you flourish, okay? They don't want to see you move forward, right? They don't want you to carve out your own path for yourself, is what I'm getting. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. They want to see you stuck. They want to see you stagnant. So, of course, this is not the energy of expansion. These are not open-minded people. So, of course, they're not going to understand your journey. Of course, they're not going to understand what you're going through in terms of a spiritual awakening. So because they don't understand it, they immediately feel threatened by it. And what happens when people feel threatened by it? They attack it. Okay, so that's what I'm getting here, right? However, you may be called to get into some kind of healing work yourself, okay? If you know that you're geared around that, or if people tell you like, oh, you have a very healing energy about you, or, you know, you seem to really recover from things, bounce back from things really well, that may be your sign that it's time to look at, you know, energy work, healing work, how you can heal the self, mind, body, and spirit, how you can assist others with some kind of healing practice, okay? You may have strong clairaudience coming in, right? Or clairvoyance. I meant to say clairvoyance, but for someone it's obviously clairaudience. So you're able to hear people's thoughts, people's words that are not in the room. For others of you, you're able to see visions of things that are yet to happen, that have yet to come to pass, or things that have happened that you couldn't otherwise be aware of, right? So some of your psychic gifts may have come online as well. Yeah. You may be realizing now that these people, because you've essentially made your point clear that, listen, who are you to judge me, okay? I'm not doing anything against you or other people. I'm just tapping into my abilities. I'm learning more about my journey, my purpose, healing, okay? You may be called to become a spiritual teacher of sorts yourself. You may be an apprentice of a spiritual teacher to become one, okay? Or some kind of healer, a high priestess, a shaman, some kind of medium, something like that, okay? But it's like you're having to set boundaries with people. You're having to put your foot down and say, it's not your place to tell me about my spiritual journey, how I should go about my spirituality, how I should go about my connection with the divine. You know, because there's nothing here that shows me so far that there's anything infernal going on. So who cares what these people have to say? You know, it's literally like that, you know. But I think these people are actually a bit scared of you now that you've put your foot down, you know, and you've made it clear that this is where I stand and this is what this is what I want to do. So if you've got a problem with that, please feel free to continue. It's like you shut them up instantly. It's like that, you know. So this could be you taking a hard stand for yourself for the first time in a long time, okay? Like, no, this is my life. I get to go about it how I want. I get to connect with a higher power in my own way. I get to, you know, explore my inner world how I wish to, okay? It's not your place to tell me how I should go about my life. So again, I'm getting a strong sense of you sort of breaking away from tradition, okay, in some shape or form here, you know. So yeah, there is that. With the Magician and the Seven of Swords in reverse, it's like I just feel like these people, it's crazy because it's like, you know, they see you have this natural ability to attract what it is that you want to manifest. You're really good at using your energy, right, to attract things to you. And ultimately you can use that for good or for ill. Everyone can, right? You always have a choice. And I don't feel like, at least at this present time, you're not doing anything, you know, underhanded with it. There's nothing here that makes me feel that. But I feel like the Seven of Swords in reverse is like their assumptions, right? These people feel like they have to stop you in your tracks before you do something reckless, okay? So they think you're playing around with dangerous magic and you're going to do something reckless. You know, it's possible that that could happen if, you know, you don't do your research beforehand and check your intentions behind doing something. But I feel like this, it could be family, to be honest. It does feel like that. So if you grew up in a very religious family, it's like they just don't understand what it is that you do, right? Hermit in reverse, yeah. They're not even taking the time to find out about what it is that you're interested in. They're just assuming that you're going to attack them. Yeah, look, see the Tower, Scorpio energy. But I feel like these people are just going to end up causing a commotion needlessly, right? Because they're the ones sending all the bad energy out. They're the ones, you know, projecting that, oh, you're going to bring down our family. You're going to destroy everything we've built. You know, you're going to set the house on fire with your spells and your candles, you know, things like that. But again, there's nothing here that show. I mean, because at the end of the day, you've got to remember, I read for Leos and for everybody who's in ascendant energy, people that, you know, don't do nefarious spell work against people, people that actually, you know, want to help people, right? Not to say you won't, stand up for yourself when you're being attacked, And that's the thing. These people are attacking you with their energy. They might not be using spells, but they're attacking you with their energy. So it's like, listen, if you don't leave me alone, this will end up blowing up in your face. And not because of my work, my spiritual work, but because you won't leave me alone. It's literally like that, So I feel like, the divine is trying to show you, like, listen, these people aren't really for you. They don't support you, but that's okay. There are people, you're going to meet people along the way that are for you. Right now, you just don't see it. You just feel like everyone's against you. No one understands what it's like. You're not surrounded by spiritual people. You're not connected to anyone who's been through this experience. So you feel very alone, right? You feel like your friends don't get you. Your family don't get you. Your family just do not want to get you, right? So it's tough. I know. I know what it's like. It's not easy when you don't feel like you have adequate support while you're going through a spiritual awakening, when you're starting to tap into your gifts, yeah. But it's often like that, unfortunately. But there are going to be other people in your spiritual community that do understand that, that will be willing to support you. And I think the divine is trying to show you that, like, okay, you might not have support in your immediate environment, but there are people that would be willing to support you. There are like support groups, there are online groups, there are, maybe even like events where you can meet other people, like-minded people, but you're not seeing it because you're just kind of, feeling a bit rejected by your immediate family and your community, right? Because they don't understand it. And I can get that. That's hard, It's not nice when you feel like people are judging you, prejudging you just because you're spiritual. They haven't even taken the time to find out what you're interested in. So, and like I said, I don't read for people who are interested in nefarious stuff so they can do nefarious things to people for the sake of it. No. You're not doing that. Not for the Leos I'm picking up on. I definitely know there are some Leos out there, along with every other sign, right, that have been doing nefarious spell work. But, the Leos I'm picking up on are not doing that, okay? Because I don't read for those kinds of people anyway. Unless it's, a warning from the divine, like, this is about to happen because of what you're doing. So, but this is not one of those readings. This is just showing you that, you're not going to get the support you're looking for where you're currently at. Okay, it's time to move on. 6 of Swords. Okay, you've set the boundary. Okay, you've set the tone. You've set the boundary. You've made it clear where you stand. Okay, and now it's time to move on because these people are just now like shunning you based on this. It's really sad, but it just shows that this isn't your community, okay? If your family are willing to shun you based on your beliefs, then they're not really for you, okay? Yeah, because I think that's what you want more than anything. You just want some kind of support here. A friend that gets it, right? Someone that perhaps can show you teach you something valuable here. I do feel like you may have some kind of guide or teacher here, or you will have when you relocate, when you move environments, change environments. There will be someone that will take you under their wing, I feel. Like I said, you'll meet your soul tribe, your community. It's just unfortunate that you're not getting the support where you're currently at, but that just shows that it's not the environment for you. Okay. Yeah, look at this. Queen of Wands in reverse. So this could be why. There may have been like a dark witch in the family that did do nefarious spell work. And that's why there's this strong connotation of it being bad, right? Because someone did use it in a negative way. So they just assume anyone that's doing some kind of spiritual practice must be doing some black magic work of the devil, that sort of thing. But you're not. You're just using your energy to manifest and attract what it is that you want. Okay? They need to stop putting you in the same basket as this person here, because you're not the same. Okay. Yeah, so this could have been like an older relative of yours. This could have been like an aunt, a grandmother. I don't feel like it's your parents as such as possible, but I feel like it could be like your parents that's giving you a hard time about this based on what someone else in the family did or someone else in the community did. It doesn't even have to be family, right? But it's like they just assume that you're going to turn out just like this person did. Yeah, doing reckless things without thinking it through. But yeah, I would say though, when you do really relocate, when you do change environments, okay? You're going to be very enthusiastic. You're going to be exploring new places, trying things out, learning new things, okay? Wanting to put your skills into practice. Just be very careful if you come across this kind of energy, okay? People who do dabble in the dark arts and, you know, try and sell it as something else, or try and, you know, minimize what it really is, okay? Or like, oh, you know, there's nothing bad about doing something like this. No. Like, you'll get very clear signs. You'll feel it in your gut, your spirit, if it's something you shouldn't be dabbling in or messing with. Yeah, because I'm telling you, there are some dark witches that are very good at masking their true intentions, okay? That have a lot of secrets, that do a lot of dark shit around moon cycles. So just be careful of those types of energies. Yeah. Because you want to make sure that you're doing everything from the right place, King of Cups, okay? That you're solid, that you know exactly what your intentions are behind it, the energy you're putting into it, and, you know, that you're focused more on the lighter side of it. As I said, if there are times where you come across these types of people, these dark witches, warlocks, magicians, cult leaders, cult members, whatever, if you come across anyone like this and you know they're trying to attack you, then of course you do what you have to spiritually to protect yourself and defend yourself against these people. But, you know, I'm just saying, like, don't go looking for trouble, right? That's not what you want to do, because there's some knowledge that's it's best you don't know, okay? Put it this way, there's things I've, you know, discovered, you know, because obviously being a high priestess myself, you know, I study a lot, but there are certain things, there are certain practices, there are certain principles, there's certain schools of spirituality that I have no interest in whatsoever. I have no interest in learning any material pertaining to those practices, to those ideologies, you know, to those magical languages at all, because I know that it would be a detriment to me and or to others. So I don't even want to look at it, you know. So just be wise. That's what I would say, okay? Because I feel like your gifts are coming online in a very powerful way, and you could do great things with them, but you could also do terrible things with them if you have the wrong influence around you, especially. So just be mindful, Leo, is what I would say, okay? If you know that you're really coming online, if you've gone through another upgrade or another awakening or a first major awakening, just be very mindful of who you align with, your energy with. Because, yeah, you'll be excited to meet other people in the community, but not everyone has good intentions, okay? Not everyone has good practices or ethics. So just be mindful of that, okay? So I hope this helps whoever needed this. Thank you for checking it out. If you found it useful, make sure you hit the thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Click the notifications bell and click all so you don't miss any of your upcoming readings. But for now, Leo, I'm wishing you all the best. Yeah, enjoy this journey of self-discovery. It's such an amazing point to be at, okay, when you're just tapping into these aspects of self. But just use your discernment, okay? You're not dumb. You're more than capable, right, of deciding what's good for you and what isn't, and what you should stay away from, and what you're actually, you know, being called to look at, okay, by the divine. So I'm wishing you all the best, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.